Hey, everybody. Welcome again to Serenity in Life. My name is Pastor D. I hope you're having a good week. I hope you're having a blessed week. Today, I wanted to tell you a little story. But before I do that, I wanted to, if I could, give a couple shout outs. I wanted to shout out to Edwin and Justina and the beautiful family that you have. I want to thank you for helping me with this channel. I want to thank you for going above and beyond. You are beautiful, beautiful people, and I truly appreciate what you did. My second shout out, I want to shout out to my absolute amazing, supportive, and wonderful wife, Tammy. I want to thank you for sticking by me through thick and thin. I want to thank you for helping me with this channel. To be honest, I am computer ignorant, and my wife is the one who has been helping me with this. I wanted to let you know how much I thank it. I thank you, and I really appreciate all that you do. My last shout out I want to quick do is to my special son, Anthony. Anthony, I want to thank you for your advice. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being my son. You and I have a bond that is incredible, and every day you make me so proud. You're such a good guy. Uh, I just want to tell you I love you, and I really appreciate all of you and all that you have done for me. With that being said, um, let's get into the quick story I want to tell you, and that is, I want to tell you a story about what happened to me back in 2012, August 12th, 2012 to be exact. I worked for a company I was going on 16 years, and I was a carpenter for this company. And at the time, we had a job going on in a place called Jewett, New York. We were rebuilding this house that had, I believe they had a fire. I believe. It was on a weekend, and I was there by myself, and I had just bought a brand new miter saw for the company, and I was using that to do trim work around all the doors. And going back and forth, I didn't realize that as I was trying to go as fast as I could, but as I was working, the saw, little by little, was falling off the edge of the truck. Finally, as I was making a cut, the saw fell off. Remembering that it was a brand new saw and I didn't want to break it, I went to reach and grab the saw and try and stop it from hitting the ground. Well, when I went to do that, the saw actually severed my hand. My whole hand was actually amputated. I didn't realize at first what had happened. All I felt was like I felt something dripping, and I looked down and I saw that I had literally cut my hand off. I saw my hand on the ground, and it took me a second. I guess I was in shock, and it took me a second, and I picked up the hand off the ground, put it in my arm, and proceeded to walk down their driveway. To tell you about this house was in the middle of nowhere. If you didn't know where this house was, you'd never find it. It was way, way back off the road. The driveway was a dirt road that was probably a quarter-mile long. There was no cell service at this house. There was nothing. I picked up my hand, realizing I couldn't call 911. I started walking down the driveway, not knowing what I was going to do. I hit the end of the driveway. Now, at this time, blood is just spewing everywhere. I hit the bottom of the driveway and I see the main road and I see no cars. I see nobody. This whole job that we were working at, I never saw anybody go by. I must have started to panic and I turned left and started running down the road. I began to get real woozy. I must have been starting to pass out from the loss of blood, because eventually I did. I passed out and fell into this huge ditch on the side of the road, which happened to be smack in front of an old cemetery. Is that crazy or what? I don't know how long I was there, but I woke up to people talking over me. What had happened was someone driving by who was checking on their camp on that weekend saw a body in the ditch and stopped to see what was going on. They proceeded to call 911 and eventually the ambulance came. I must have passed out. I was in and out a couple times, but I remember hearing a voice keep saying, he is not going to make it. There is no way he is going to make it. I had heard that they had called in a helicopter to come and take me and transport me to a hospital. They wound up taking me to a hospital in Westchester. Let me say what a fantastic hospital this was. The doctor staff was absolutely incredible. They took such care of me. I couldn't believe it. Outstanding. I mean, outstanding. At the time, my wife was at work and had no idea what had happened. I got to Westchester and they rushed me into surgery. And after the surgery, I woke up. I don't know. I forget how long the surgery was. I think they said it was like a 13-hour surgery or something like that. I woke up and somehow, some way, my wife had gotten word of what had happened. And when I woke up, my wife was there. My wife was standing there. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I woke up and the first thing I said to her is, I can't believe you found me. I can't believe you found me. When it was all said and done, I was there for over a month. I had gone through 6 surgeries, 4 blood transfusions, hyperbarics chamber, I don't know how many times. And the incredible thing about that was, from day one until the very last day, my wife stayed at that hospital next to me every single day until I was discharged. Is that amazing or what? I cannot believe it. Who would do that? I cannot believe she did that. I was begging her to go home. Go home to the house. She would not. She refused. Amazing and amazing. What an amazing woman. While I was in the hospital, I got a phone call from my employer. I worked there, like I said, I worked there for 16 years. It was a great company, great company. I loved the people. I worked with good people. The owner of the company was wonderful. I actually considered him a friend. I have nothing but good things to say about him. But while I was in the hospital, My wife and I got a phone call from them saying that I had been taken off payroll, basically that you no longer work here. So in that one day that I lost a body part, I also lost my livelihood. I lost my job that I had been with for so long. I lost my benefits. I lost everything. Everything. I had nothing. When I finally was released from the hospital and we got home, I I must have fell into a depression because I started having major panic attacks. I went through stages of depression. I actually had become suicidal. I had thoughts of just offing myself. I can't lie. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how I was going to support myself, how I was going to support my wife. I was lost. I was lost. Um, I tell you that story for a couple of reasons. Number one, I wanted to tell you that story to tell you and show you that I am no different than you. I have had many struggles and problems in my life. I have been on top and I have been below bottom. Um, that whole experience actually turned out to be a blessing, and I'll tell you why. Because I may have lost a body part. They actually it was determined that obviously I was 100% disabled in my hand, obviously. Um, and 80% I am disabled in my arm. Uh, After all of those surgeries, they couldn't repair the hand. I had such infections that they couldn't control the infections, and eventually I lost the whole hand. Uh, the blessing about it is, I lost my hand. I I I lost my livelihood. I thought I lost everything. I was ready to end it. But you know what? I found out that when one door closes, another door opens for you. You're never lost. You're never down and out. I gained my faith. I got into the ministry and I realized I realized I am alive for a reason. There is no explanation how I didn't die. With the loss of blood and the whole time from when it happened until when I reached surgery was a long time. I don't know how I didn't bleed to death. It is an absolute miracle. It is a miracle that there was a passerby that found me. It is a miracle that they got me to the hospital in time. It is a miracle that my wife got word and found me in a hospital that we had never heard of. And I never heard of Westchester. I didn't know where it was. I didn't realize it was near New York City. We lived hours and hours from New York City. I want it was an amazing blessing that happened to me because it was just a bump in the road that got me to where I am today. I gained my faith. I gained my family back. I uh, I'm able to live each day. Um, I no longer am con- completely focused on work and money. Before this happened, I was consumed. I was consumed with work. There wasn't a day I would take off, and I was consumed about making money. I had to make money, 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 more money, more money, more money. And that was my whole life. That was my reason for living, was working and making money. Now I just want to live a happy life. I just want to live the best life I can and help as many people as I can. I want to tell my story to let them know um, that it can happen to anybody. I understand the struggles you go through. I've been there. I've seen it. I've done it. Um, I wanted to let everyone know that doors shut in your life and doors will open in your life. Don't give up. Don't think you're at the end of your rope, because you're not. You are not. We have a we have a Lord and Savior that will never, never give you more than you can handle. Believe that. I am telling you that. I am living proof that miracles can happen, that God can reach down and take hold of you and remove you from your problems, from the misery in your life, from everything that you feel you have lost. I want this channel. I want to develop this channel, and I promise you it's going to get better. I promise you. It's going to get more entertaining. Um it's going to get a lot better. I promise you. Um I wanted to make this channel because I have to let people know that there is a God. There is a God. He is not gone. He has not forgotten you. He knows exactly the situation you're in. He is waiting for you to cry out to him and let him free you from your problems, from your guilt and self-condemnation. If it wasn't for me finding Jesus, I don't know where I'd be dead. I'd be dead. Um, I want to thank you for listening to my story. I'm sorry if I rambled on. um, I'm sorry about that. Um, I hope together we can find solutions. We can find faith, hope, inspiration, and love and guidance. I want to thank you all for letting me share my story with you. That is what happened to me. That's what put me in this spot today. Um, I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope you'll give me a chance. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. We are going to go on a journey that is going to change our lives, not just yours, but mine also. I hope you all have a great week. I hope you all are safe, healthy, and happy. I want you all to know that you are not alone. You are not alone in this world. Don't give up. Don't give up. You're not at rock bottom. You are loved. You are cherished. And you will live the best life that you can live. I promise you that. God bless you, and I hope and pray I see you again. So, you know my story. That is what happened. And I hope you'll drop me a comment. I want to hear your stories so we can talk about it, discuss it. I want you to know I pray for you all. I love you all. And God bless you. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you and have a great, blessed day.